Greetings, guys. This is Alistair, and welcome to FloodLand. Now, I just got this game, and to be honest, I haven't tried it yet. But as far as I know, it is from uh, Vile Monarch, and it is a strategy, post-apocalyptic game, as far as I know. And as far as we can see on the background, it is occurring in mostly a body of water. So let's begin. So, Floodland, starting clan selection, good neighbors. We are the residents of a suburban community cut off from the world for several weeks after the tsunami. Oh, okay, so there was a tsunami. United and stronger than ever, we have formed a self-help association sharing resources and duties. We are very attached to American traditions and do our best to cultivate them. Even in a post-catastrophic world, by respecting democratic procedures, we express the belief that liberal civilization will rise once again. World overview. Old world liberty, clan that values a certain amount of freedom and decentralization in a form of similar to some old day movements. According to them, the law should protect individual freedoms while custom is the basis for a moral and well-functioning society. Clan traits. Plumber, leader trait, all water filters produce 25% faster. Workaholics enable night shift in production buildings, increasing work time by 35. Cost of uh, increase fire and rest. While using night shift, this clan members suffer 75% less from overwork. Oak Hill. We are neighboring families from Oak Hill who survived the event in a prepper shelter. A few years later, after the disaster, the facility's ventilation system began to fail. We're forced to come to the surface. We have a lot of technical knowledge due to the years spent in harsh shelter conditions. We are used to eating less than other people. Whatever tomorrow brings, we deeply believe that our primary goal should be rebuilding the old world. Old world unity, hierarchy and structure, values that they think were. Their goal is to rebuild the world in an organized way, supported by shared morals and rules. For them, customs tend to make laws and vice versa. Drill sergeant, leader trait, increase clan members' walking speed by 20%. Ascetic, members of this clan eat 50% less food. And a brown. Oh, okay. So, guys, I don't want to bore you too much about the info. So, what I'm thinking is that if this goes good, I'm gonna just start with each clan and see where it goes from there. Lily believes that many times the times may have changed, but hospitality and helpness toward others have remained, and they are what holds the community together. It is thanks to them that they survived the event and its aftermath. Neighborly help and people-to-people exchanges are the foundation of good neighbors, an additional glue of community and nostalgia, which they keep alive by telling stories about the good old days of peace and quiet. Although it is Lily who has the deciding vote, decisions in the clan are made according to the old democratic rules. Anyone who longs for the good order and still has goodness in his heart and her heart and the strength to rebuild the old order on democratic principles can join the neighbors. So Lily Kapoor. So it's going to be a tutorial, and we're going to start from prologue. If you check this, you'll start from the introductory chapter that will guide you through the game's basics. If you leave it unchecked, you'll be thrown a bit later where we have more freedom and more responsibility. Difficulty level, resources. Let's do the follow the story for the meantime, since it's going to be introductory, and then if everything goes well, or if everything goes well, I might create a follow video for this. But for this time, let's stick to the story. Deal with stock limits. If you reach the space limit for a given resource, you can construct more storage buildings or upgrade existing ones. So, let's see what we are getting ourselves into. And it is loading. I'm hoping that this is still recording while the game is loading. Okay. Alright, I hope everything goes well. Apologies if it stopped working. Okay.
When I was 15, I buried my sister with my own hands. Some think the event began long before. I remember the times of confusion and strife. I heard the silence that drowned the screams.
So, apologies if I'm not sure what's happening, but it's freezing. But, as the story goes, there is an apocalypse that, it is set in a post-apocalyptic.
And ahead, I see hard-working hands building houses. I see strong backs carrying food. And smiles. The smiles that greet newcomers. I cried when my sister died. And now we mourn our friend as she is taken by the water. But tomorrow, I don't fear tomorrow I'll be crying. Because I know if we make it, we can all sit back and laugh.
FloodLand, let's go. Okay, so, alright. It is lagging. Okay, so introduction, use WASD to adjust camera positioning. Alternatively, move your mouse while pressing the middle mouse button. Use Z/X or scrolling the middle mouse or scrolling the middle mouse button to adjust a camera zoom. Use Q&E to rotate the camera. Oh, so it's kind of like a stronghold. Okay. Alrighty, let's go. Introduction. Time management uses buttons to manage time, speed it up, slow. Oh yeah, it's kind of like a little bit of stronghold Sims, speed to it. Speed it up, slow it down, or use the active pause. Okay. So where am I? So it's currently paused, and I need to go where? Okay. If it's a bit laggy, guys, I apologize. I am using a potato PC. Hopefully I can, everything pops off and I can get more funding to upgrade my potato PC. Okay, let's continue. Alright, I'm here. This is my encampment. Okay, so I click this. We've arrived. This is where the scouts set up those flares. It looks like they were right. They found the signs I had told them to look for. I must say I'm a touch nervous. We're going to try restarting civilization, or at least give it that initial spark. However, this isn't something people do every day, Speaking of this is where we're going to launch our search for the pre-event rebirth power plant. It was top of the line just before everything collapsed. For over 20 years, only scavengers roamed this place, setting up temporary camps from time to time, probably unaware of the treasures to be found here. Now I have the most trustworthy intel that the plant is somewhere in the area. First though, I'm hungry. I guess everyone is. We can't jumpstart civilization on an empty stomach, so they are looking for a power plant to, that power plant is the key to everything, because everything runs on power. Gather a safe food supply before you set up camp. Nicole Johnson, scientific advisor. Lily Kapoor. Good neighbors appoint me to speak on their behalf. They want you to know that our clan knows how to find food for themselves. Ooh. Stationary travelers. Find all the scouts and establish a permanent settlement. If we are to begin a new civilization here in the wetlands, we will need to build an infrastructure to rest it upon. We will need to build it 110 at a time. Okay, find all scouts and establish a permanent settlement. Okay, guys, okay, yeah, if that thing happens again, I'm gonna restart this and I'm gonna lower the graphics. There are resources or other items that can be collected by other people and then carried to the storage. To collect resource, select it and then click the search button. To collect resource from an area, select the /explore button at the bottom of the screen and place a marker on the appropriate spot. All resources within the area will be highlighted. Click. Okay, so, ooh, there. Okay, so these are berries, I believe. And, so oh, this one as well. How many do we have? 4. I have, I believe, 1 more. I can't see anything anymore. Oh, there we go. Five. Okay, so I unpaused it. So it, oh, I have some guys collecting stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit, guys, so we can get more. Okay. Alright, so we are almost done. There are 39 out of 60. It's kind of like the graphics, though, you know. I'm pretty sure that if I, you know, enable this a little bit more, it would look even better. I'm running this on medium graphics, by the way. And I have a potato PC. I'm only running on Vega 9, I believe. Vega 8. I don't even remember the graphics card. It's a built-in graphics card. So, okay, so this is what? Resource, recipe, food. Resource and safety, food. Water. Wood. And this is rubbish. Okay. Alright. New beginning. Seems like it's gonna be enough for a while. Now that we know we won't starve, we can get enough to jumpstart civilization. It almost feels like abiogenesis out here in these untamed floodlands. Oh, whoops, sorry. Abiogenesis is a fancy biology word that means the beginning of life. I'm almost embarrassed to use such big words, but sometimes they're just too perfect not to use. The scouts we've sent to explore this area moved on to continue their expedition. We should find them and see what kind of information they might have obtained. I need to talk to them to see if they've discovered any details about the power plant. However, so far everything looks good. It is definitely the right spot. One step at a time though. The scouts are currently holed up in some of the derelicts around here. Let's go get them. Okay, Lily Kapoor, power's always been building block of civilization. Okay, so we are going to be searching for the scouts. Find scouts in nearby rooms. Introduction to assignments. Click on the portrait on the left side of the screen to get an overview of ongoing and completed assignments. Hover the cursor over any assignment objective to display the technical details and hints. So I click where? Here? Okay. Find the scouts. Okay. Find the scouts. Send workers to search through nearby ruins. Convince the scouts to join your community and increase the settlement population to 20. Right. Where are the people? Oh, there. Are those ruins? Yeah. Okay, so I sent a worker. Let's just wait for them to return. I'm gonna try to fast forward this to see if I'm doing the right thing. Okay. And we can't move through deep water. Okay, is this it? Where? I'm sorry guys, I'm having a hard time doing this. So that's water. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's there. Oh, okay, search area. There we go. Building remnants. Introduction, ruined places. There are many interesting buildings and constructs damaged and abandoned around you. The overview of each such place contains information about resources located inside and risks related to visiting such a place. An icon above may suggest sending people there will lead to interaction with its dwellers. Search for people. Okay, it can be adapted to renovated house. Let's search. Okay, let's try to look for other food. Storage workers are on their way. Let's see what happens. Let me just fast forward this. So there are rubbish, you can gain rubbish, water, and clanless people. Your attention is needed. Where? Okay, let me just oop. No more free space, safe for food in stock. What do I do? Show task list. Okay. So if I had a penny for every time I thought about what our lives could be like without the event, I still wouldn't have anything to spend them on because our economy is still non-existent. That's right. So we're just waiting for this assignment to be done. There we go. Found them. The scouts have barely survived the expedition. They lost most of their equipment and resources when their boats sank in the storm. Now they are happy to join us, but they need to be sure we have enough food if we are to be a part of our settlement. They say they can manage on their own for a while, and they don't want to be a burden. Invite them to join us. Unfortunately, we can't host them yet. Yes, let's invite them. It will cost us 40 food, but since we are full on stock, it will take care of itself. Those people we've met, they are eager to join us. Standing Ferry Scavenger. Okay, let's get it on. Alright. Okay, what's next? Yeah, that's done. Let me just close this. Let's wait for it. So these guys are moving in back in with us. Success back together. I suspected as much, but our scouts have confirmed it. This is the area the Rebirth power plant is leaking a very specific isotope. Non-toxic, so don't you worry. That's very rare. Into the waters around here, which proves we're in the right place and it gives us a direction. However, there is a massive swath of untamed floodlands that needs to be combed through. Still, we are closer than anyone has been in over 20 years. One research. Yeah. Okay, time to settle down. Yeah, we've had our first step. Seagulls, they're getting to everyone's food. We need to start making some serious group storage buildings. The food is useless if it's being pilfered, no matter if by man or beast. Also, we shouldn't keep sleeping in the same place where we store our supplies. It's no good for our things or for our sleep. It looks like we're no longer nomads, which means we will have to start laying down serious roots. Breed encampment into a permanent storage facility. Okay, introduction technology. Click the technology development button at the bottom of the screen to see all available buildings, upgrades, and other technologies that you can develop using research. Okay, there we go. Introduction to technology and development. The technology development panel is divided into 4 categories related to different aspects of our settlement. Click the indicated illustration to enter the exploration category. Exploration. Small storage. To develop a technology selected within the tree, the ones that are grayed out aren't available at the moment. Okay, so we develop it. Okay. Increase global stock capacity to distribute supplies within the community. Range 70. Storage workers handle searching and exploring, construct buildings, and transporting resources. Each pathfinder camp storage unit built increases the limit of storage tasks by 1. Ah. Okay. So what's next? We close it. Alright. Okay. Create the encampment into a permanent storage facility. I have done that. Have I? I have. Yep, it is upgraded. Let's see what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna fast forward this, guys. I'm pretty sure that it's a bit slow, not just because of the game speed, but because of also, computer specs. Okay, what's happening? Yeah, I just, I need to click the encampment, I believe. There we go. Okay. I need more. Where do I find it? There. Oh, there. We need to find more. No, that's wood. No, all of it is wood. We need rubbish. Oh, let's just click it there. There we go. Yeah. Alright. So I am going to fast forward. Ooh, there we go. Okay. So I have enough rubbish, more than enough, so I'm gonna upgrade this. And fast forward. Okay, let me just check. Oh, all of them went in to upgrade it because it shows here that 0. There we go. Small storage, global stock capacity, distribute supplies within the community. Show task list. Alright. The seagulls won't be getting into our food stores anymore, and also this begins to look like a real settlement. Consider it a groundbreaking ceremony. Congratulations. One more point for research. People need shelter. Since we've turned our encampment into storage, we no longer have a place to sleep. So for now, we build ourselves provisional tarps. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I think we should start moving to some serious shelters. Eventually, it'll be a good idea to make it so no one has to sleep out under the stars. However, resources are very limited, so it may take some time before we can accommodate everyone. Provide tents for your people. We've lived as nomads for a long time, but there was a time when people would settle down and live in houses. I hope we can go back to that. I did too. Okay, so provide tents for your people. How do we do that? Oh, what did I just do? I'm gonna close this. So I click this, I believe, and what do I do? Tarp. Shelter. How do I build this? Oh, there we go. Okay, so I click well-being, and then we select tent. Makeshift tent made of rubbish with sheets of fabric draped over it. Water and food can be taken from here, as well as medications for food poisoning. People will simply sleep here. Event. Upgrade complete. And then there are buildings. Okay, so I close this and I go to buildings. Well-being. Tent. I have a... Oh. Nah, Bro. I need... Man, there are no recyclables. Oh, there we go. Where was that? Where is... Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so we're just gonna gather that for the meantime. Care stock capacity is... How much is this? So I'm also gonna click this. Okay. Oh, so 0 means no one is doing anything. Okay. So I'm still waiting for it to, or our people to collect that, okay, there we go. They have collected that resource, and I will now build that tent. We're gonna build it close to home. Okay, so voila. Okay, so I will send our people there. Am I correct? Provide tents for your people. I just did. I built the tent. What do I do? How many workers are doing it? No one. So yeah, I need to have them build that. Okay. What happens? Historically well-run cities and settlements have dealt with homelessness, and so must we. Building menu. I have. But do I build it there? I just did. What do you want me to do? No one is building it. There we go. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna cancel. People need shelter. Great, that's a fabulous start. As well as we want housing for everyone, but make sure food. Make sure you focus on food and water first. It's real Maslow's hierarchy of needs sort of situation. So for those of you guys that don't have any idea about Maslow's hierarchy, it's kind of like a food pyramid or a pyramid of sorts, wherein the basic needs is the bottom part, or is the basic needs like food, water, shelter, that stuff like that. You know, as it goes on. The needs are also, or the stuff that would be needed also differs, you know. Production change. Time for a reality check. We knew this wouldn't be a quick camping adventure. Before we can even start looking for a power plant, we have to think about setting up something more permanent and more sustainable, with solid sustainable methods of gathering food, water, and materials. It's going to be a bit of a winding path, but never forget that keeping people's basic needs met is what's most important when it comes to being in charge. Sometimes you might have to make hard choices to try and keep everyone fed. Hopefully it won't come to that, of course. Provide a steady supply of edible plants or fish, ensure people have a steady access to clean water, gather a supply of rubbish. Okay. Oh, it has saved automatically. So, guys, I'm gonna have to end this episode here. But if you like what you see, subscribe, Please like the video as well. This is my first video. Hopefully, this is the start of something new. Peace.